Welcome to Pulse episode 46. It's time for some Starcraft news. In this episode, we're going to take a look at patch 1.2.1 that just recently hit the PTR, the new maps it brought, some GSL news, Boxer's Wings, the new show by Idra and Artosis called Imbalanced, and much more. So let's get to it. Starcraft 2 Wings of Liberty patch 1.2.1 is currently in development and now available for testing on the PTR. This minor patch contains several bug fixes as well as a sneak preview of new ladder maps. So as usual, by participating in the PTR, you'll be amongst the first to test these latest changes and help Blizzard ensure that when the patch is released, it's of the highest possible quality. This is sadly only available to the US players amongst you, and as I just said, the biggest thing is probably that you can get to test the new maps out. There aren't very many other changes. It might well be worth it though, so if you're interested, check the full patch 1.2.1 notes out below or hop onto that PTR now. Enjoy. As an extra, if you want to check the new 1v1 or 2v2 maps out and can't get onto the PTR, like myself, Ask Joshi has a nice video up reviewing the lot of them. You can find that video in the links below, and I do suggest you check it out because those maps are something special. The top 200 lists have been updated, yes, again. This time though, there's something different about them. The EU one in particular. One of our very own South African players has managed to creep up in there at the 183rd position. Yes, you guessed it, it's Chase, and he's doing us all proud. You can check that out in the EU top 200 list and leave him a grats in the comments. I'll be sure to pass it on. Below you can also find the US, Korean and Southeast Asian lists. Enjoy. The first season of the new and improved GSL sponsorship league Code S has been completed and we have our winner. I Am MVP faced off against Marine King Prime in an epic best of 7 series that, well, didn't really last as long as some would have liked. MVP managed to destroy Marine King with a score of 4-0 to claim his first place and the prize of over $40,000 US. This makes MVP the first Terran GSL champion and, well, I think he fully deserves that number 1 spot. You can see the full results of the event on your screen right now, and if you check the links below you'll be able to find a full recounting of the finals as well. The up and down matches to determine the next season's Code A and Code S players have been completed too. The players knocked down into Code A with the following: Pult, Joktu Jung, Rain, Maka, Linok, and Legal Mind. The following 6 players will replace them and get a chance to prove themselves in Code S: Lin, SC, Biyun, Top, Banbans, and July. Lastly, Artosis recently revealed the 4 foreign player seedings making it into the Code A for the next season of the GSL. Huck, HeyPro, Ret, and Moonglade have all been invited to participate. That is pretty exciting, and I absolutely can't wait for the next season to kick off. Read more about all of those moves below. There are, as usual, a bunch of little GSL related extras you can check out too. SK Gaming has a pretty in-depth article up called The State of the GSL. Artosis has an incredibly long video up of his visit to the Code A qualifiers, which includes a bunch of interesting interviews too. And you can even read about the apparent new maps that are set to be used in upcoming seasons of the GSL and ESL events too. ESL has added yet another cup series to their already long list of events. This €100 weekly cup is titled the Sennheiser Starcraft 2 Cup and is set to carry on for 16 weeks, with each winner qualifying for an offline playoff final that will happen at the Gamescom Expo in Cologne, Germany, on May the 28th. These cups are happening on the EU servers and they sound like a lot of fun. As I always say, everyone had better take part, there's no excuse not to. Read the full details below. The guys and girls from over at FX Open are proud to announce their first 64-player invitational tournament in their latest series of invitational events. This new format sees yet another increase in the prize pool, with $1,500 cash up for grabs. There are a ton of great players that have been invited and, well, they even managed to sign Artosis to do the English casting for the event. It all sounds quite exciting and I can't wait for it to kick off on the 19th of February. I thought I'd also just remind everyone that the Polar Fluke Love is in the Iura tournament is happening this weekend, and if you're not registered, if you've not bookmarked that live stream address, well, I think it's about time that you do that right now. You can check the links below for all the details you'd ever need concerning Polo Fluke and Love is in the IO. Let's head on over to the tournament and event smalls. Total Biscuit has been drafted to cast the Fnatic Play SC2 Open on the 6th of February. Don't forget about the TeamSpeak Team Liquid Starcraft 2 Open that's also happening this coming weekend. The groups for the Assembly Winter Starcraft 2 tournament have been announced, and the Brood War Buckus OSL champion has been decided. You can check all of that out in the links below. Incredible Miracle Zerg player Janwi has been voted the first ever president of the StarCraft 2 Players Association, and he's expected to hold the office till the end of 2011. Janwi apparently received 26 out of a possible 84 votes to win this position. After being appointed, he had the following to say: "Thank you all the players who voted for me, and I will try my best to become a president that every single player will respect and enjoy." Janwi will lead the association in establishing an emphasis on the importance of education for professional players, as many GSL players are still in high school or only recently graduated. He will also lead his team, Incredible Miracle, in the running of a blood drive for the Brood War Pro Violet, who was diagnosed with acute leukemia last week. Now that sounds like a whole bunch of good things that Janwi is set to do this year, and everyone had better wish him the best of luck. Read more about his story below, courtesy of SK Gaming. Fragster recently spoke to Grubby about his big move of switching to StarCraft 2. In the interview they cover his current success in Warcraft 3, whether that will translate into wins in StarCraft 2 or not, and how Grubby is enjoying StarCraft 2 right now. It really is a good read, especially for all those Warcraft 3 players out there that changed to StarCraft 2 recently themselves. Check the entire thing, titled I Am the Underdog, out below. The guys from over at TL Subs have posted the first episode of Boxer's Wings, a documentary that follows the life of Lim Hyo Wan, Boxer, the Emperor himself, as he makes his comeback to professional gaming in StarCraft 2. It really is a close-up look at what makes Boxer tick, his fears, hopes, and dreams of the future. A great watch, and I really do mean this. I urge you all to check it out. Big thanks to Dinky and his team for doing the subs. The latest Liquid Weekly is here, and well, it's a good one. This week we're treated with a lengthy TLO interview done by Sebastian from over at Polygon Review, an interview with Liquid Tyler, and a nice replay pack for all those Zerg players out there from Hey Pro. All that and more, and you can check it out below. Enjoy. Big names Artosis and Idra bring us a new show, a show about imbalance. In this first episode they just introduce the show, talk a little bit about what it's going to be and what they plan to do with it, and then they start talking about the Protoss Colossus. Is the Colossus imbalanced? I think you'll just have to watch the episode for that answer. In one last little bit of Idra related news, as I know you all love it so much, below you can find an amazingly epic ladder game from Idra's livestream between himself and IM MVP. The game clocks in at around 40 minutes and, well, it's pretty much everything you'd ever want from a ZVT. No spoilers. Check it out below and enjoy. Let's head on over to the community smalls. Day 9 has been voted as the best community effort of the year by Gosu Gamers for 2010. The Muslim has apparently broken his hand after a drunken skirmish in Germany. The new Starcraft Premium Series action figures from DC are now available for pre-orders, and Shio has applied for the Foreigner House in Korea. Lastly, the guys over at Polo Fluke have yet another great interview up. This time it's with Torch. The interview is titled Lighting the Torch, and it's a definite must-read. You can check all those smalls out below. That's it for Pulse episode 46. I hope it was satisfactory, and I hope you'll all survive till next week. If you're bored, check some of the other videos out on my channel, or use the time to tell a friend to subscribe. Remember, the links below are there for a reason too. There's a lot of information down there. Anyway, thanks for watching, and remember to like it, favorite it, share it, and obviously subscribe. Most importantly though, happy StarCrafting.